Hey, I'm Nicholas Estefan. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. My name is Clancy.
Clancy.
Clancy Brown.
Clancy Brown.
Yes, sir.
What can I help you with?
Well, so obviously I'm in my late 60s. My wife would have been here, but she's in yoga right now. She's going through this thing. So I'm a retired veteran, right? And I get a pension. And we get together. We bring in about $6,500 a month. My wife and I, and we have about $800,000 in savings. And we want to start thinking about some options in retirement. My wife really wants to purchase a new home. She's from a small town near Davenport, Iowa, right?
Okay.
And currently we have a condo in DC. I love the city, but she wants to be near her family. Okay, so we're trying to decide whether or not it would be a smart move to sell the condo and purchase a home in Davenport. I really don't want to, and I wish she was here because she knows that I really don't want to move to Iowa.
Okay.
But more importantly for me, we want to try to help our grandchild. We have one grandchild. She's 10 years old, and we want to start saving for a college fund.
That's great.
And so those two things, I really need some guidance on. And again, part of the reason I really just can't pick up and leave because I have some health issues, and the VA here in my local VA really helps me out. I like them. They take care of me. I don't know anything about Iowa aside from our little visits that we take during vacation during the holidays. But
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of Iowa, to be honest.
Okay.
And so I love my wife. We've been together for 30 years.
Oh wow, that's great. 30 years.
Yeah, 30 years. And so, I want her to be happy. I want her to be around the family. But at the same time, it just seems like such a big move,
Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, I lived in Florida most of my life, and
Yeah, see?
yeah, the relocation here to Texas was a big move for sure.
Right.
It's amazing. From one state to another, sometimes the culture can be totally different.
Right.
So
Right.
I understand your feelings about that.
Right. And we're used to the city,
Yeah.
We're used to the city. She's one of those type of people who can adapt easily.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be honest, I can't, We get to a small town in Davenport, Iowa. I'm 60 years old, right? This is supposed to be, retirement. I
Yeah.
want to enjoy my retirement. Now I love her family, but they're not the most exciting people to be around.
So tell me, how does your wife feel about this whole situation? How does she feel about your side of it? Have you talked to her?
We sat down and talked, and to be honest, I shut down. I shut down because it's almost as if she's already moved. Like we talk about everything else openly. Transparent. We've always been that way. But it feels like she's making this move behind my back.
What do you mean by that?
Well, it's she's talked to a realtor in Iowa, and she told me she just wanted to get a feel for the housing market out there. But this, we hadn't even talked about moving. Our plans in retirement were to have fun with our grandchild and travel.
Yeah.
We have this beautiful condo and it's next to the city, and I tell you what I think about when I think about Davenport, Iowa. I think about a farm.
Yeah.
I think about a farm. I'm not a farmer. That's my retirement. you know. And so, you know, like I said, when we talk about this, she has all these plans. She's, you know, she's talked about, you know, where she wants to live, and, you know, what she wants to do to the house. We haven't even bought a house yet, you know.
Yeah.
And so I feel kind of, when we talk, I just shut down.
So what I'm hearing from you is that she's already mentally moved there. She's
I believe so.
Her heart is already set on that.
I believe so.
And let me ask you a question then. When she thinks about your point of view in terms of where you're going to be the next 5, 10, 15 years, what do you think that she thinks about?
I thought we were on the same page when it came to that. You know, like I said, I thought we would be traveling. I thought we would be, you know, enjoying each other's company. You know, me being in the military, we didn't have a whole lot of time to spend together. She was a nurse, and, you know, it was just really difficult. And so this is finally our time to together to enjoy, and, you know, and now she wants to make this move. And so apparently, she's thinking about life in Iowa. You know.
Yeah, I see that.
She sees herself in Iowa. You know, I never saw myself. I don't mind visiting, like I said. I don't mind visiting. But at 60 plus years old, doesn't this seem like a big move?
Yeah, I think that it is a big move. But when it comes to these decisions, obviously that's a decision that you have to make with your wife. And
right.
You have to have that conversation with her. It seems like the two of you aren't on the same page. Perhaps she thinks that the two of you are on the same page. It's good that you've recognized that you aren't on the same page, and you've come to me. I can help you with a lot of things, but I can't tell you where to move, obviously.
Right.
So
here's why I'm here. I just need some ammunition, so to speak, for my argument.
Well, yeah, I totally understand where you're coming from, but as a financial planner, I can't be pitting you against your wife and vice versa. So I have to be there for you and for her.
Right.
It's just fair. So
I can respect that.
Yeah. So
okay.
What I'm going to recommend you do is you know, get your bearings about you and really think about some of the stuff that we just talked about now, because you've expressed yourself very well and very reasonably. You made good points about the VA and everything in DC, and just you know, about what you want in life. You know, I respect that. You know, you and your wife have been together for 30 years, so I'm going to go out on a limb and say that she probably respects you. Perhaps she didn't really know how you felt about the move to Iowa, so
that's fair.
Yeah.
I mean, I can honestly say that, you know, I don't talk much about it, and I don't have much feedback when it comes to that conversation. Yeah. You know. Yeah.
So I'm going to recommend that you think about this conversation with me, and then have that conversation with her, and bring her in next time, and we can talk about the three of us and see what we can come up with as far as your future goes. So let's backtrack to retirement. So you said that you have $800,000 in savings.
Correct.
Okay, well that's a good amount. What are your other retirement goals?
Again, we want to help out our grandchild. I mean, you know, education is something that we place a lot of value on.
Yeah.
And so we want to make a way that, you know, for our grandchild to go to college, not have to take out any loans, take on any debt. We want to help our child out a little bit, you know, and his wife, and, you know, if we can do that, then we want to be able to do that.
Okay, well, I think that's a very worthy cause. I don't know if you've been keeping up, but college prices are rising up at a pretty
Absolutely.
Crazy rate.
Absolutely.
So I think that's a good way to go. If that's what you value an education for your
right.
children.
Well, you know, I've looked into one of those what is it, a 414 deal or five?
A 529
Exactly.
college savings
There you
plan.
go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, so there are a lot of different college savings plan, but that is one of them. That is very popular. And,
Okay.
yeah, it's tax advantaged,
Okay.
and that's something that we can discuss
Okay.
when we have your financial picture
Okay.
more clear. But I do have to ask you some more questions. So, would you talk to me about your expenses
Yeah.
as a
Yeah.
household?
Yeah. So, whew, we spend around 11 to 1,200 a month on most of our expenses. Our vehicles are paid off. We have every gadget known to mankind. That's my wife. She loves those gadgets.
How
so
about
yeah.
you?
Well, me, I think I like to consider myself to be, a little more laid back, and I don't really concern myself with all the extras. Whatever we need, that's really all I'm worried about. Is that our needs are met. There's food in the refrigerator. We have some clothes, and our lights are on.
So it sounds like you're more basic.
Definitely.
More basic. So
Definitely.
your wife likes your gadgets. What about
Yeah.
other things?
Again, we put up money. At least this was my idea. We were putting up money in order to enjoy our retirement and to travel. That's all I wanted to do, is to go see the world and then be able to take care of our grandchild as well.
Okay.
And so, again, bills, typical bills. That's all I really concern myself with. Our mortgage, make sure our mortgage is
Okay.
paid.
And how much are you paying on the mortgage?
1,100.
Yeah.
It's almost paid off. So
How many years left do you have on it?
I think we have 3 years left.
Okay. And what are some of the other expenses that you might have?
Insurance, health insurance is around $250 a month. And that's it, really. That's it. So,
Okay.
we have our utility bill, which can range from either $300 to $350 a month.
Okay. Okay, that sounds good. I'm going to ask you to bring me some documents so we can get the most accurate information possible, obviously. Let's talk about the rest of your financial picture. So you did mention that you have health insurance. Do you have home insurance?
Have home insurance. All of that's taken care of.
And how about car insurance?
Car insurance.
Okay, what about life insurance?
I haven't thought about life insurance. And you know what? If we do, that would be something that my wife would take care of. So I don't want to say that we do. I don't want to say that we don't.
Okay.
I'm not a fan of talking about death,
Yeah, I understand. It's not really a topic that most people like having. I mean, even myself, I'm in the financial planning industry.
Right.
And that conversation between me and my wife wasn't the easiest. But, you get to a certain age and it makes sense to really consider your options.
Right. Right.
Ultimately, you're the one that makes the financial decisions here. I'm here to assist you in any financial decision you want to make, but it's something worth considering.
Okay.
And so I would suggest that you talk to your wife about
Yeah, I will, definitely.
about what life insurance you may or you may not have, and in our next meeting we can talk about that too.
Okay.
Okay. What other things are on your mind as far as finances go?
As far as finances, that's it. Maybe, I'm feeling like I might want to start investing.
Okay.
Test the market out a little bit, and just to kind of make some extra money if possible. And so I don't know what that looks like. I've never invested, and so.
Okay, so when it comes to investing, we tell all our clients, don't allow yourself to be a victim of the market. And by that, we mean there are a lot of ebbs and flows when it comes to the market, and sometimes people get very excited about certain companies, and sometimes they get very down on different companies.
Yeah. No, I'm not that type of person. I would do my research, guaranteed. You know, but we have our money in you know, just a basic savings account, and I don't know how much interest we're earning on that, but I'm sure that we could probably do better than that.
Yeah, and I would agree with that in general. Over time, if you've looked at the historical data, you'd see that you can do better than that.
Okay.
But there's never any guarantee at the same time.
Okay.
We can't predict what's going to happen. What we can do is we can do our analysis on different companies. I mean, there are many different ways of going about it, but we have a very solid process when it comes to investment. And while we can't guarantee anything, there is a reason why we are very strong on our process. So that's something that we can look into as well. So, like
do you guys have many clients my age?
Yeah, we do.
Okay.
We have several clients your age. We have we have about, let's see, I'd say a good 5 dozen. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so
a couple of people in the military also.
Right. Okay. Good.
Yeah.
Good. So my situation is not new to you at all.
Yeah, it's not
Okay.
new. It's not new.
Okay.
Okay. So that's good. And so as far as investment goes, we will take a look into what we can do for you there. And what would you describe your feelings are when it comes to losing or losing the money that you have?
It scares the out of me, you know?
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of losing money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I asked you that question, but let's be honest, I don't think many people do enjoy losing money.
Right.
Right. So when it comes to investment, part of the process is considering how much money you feel comfortable with losing, because there's always going to be risk when it comes to investment.
Yeah, I get that.
With risk comes reward, and we can't necessarily predict what's going to happen. But
well, I was always taught that I shouldn't invest more than I'm willing to lose. So, you know, again, we have a nice little nest egg, and it would only just be a portion of that I would want to kind of play around with, you know. And so I'm not too concerned with that. I just kind of want to test the waters and see what it feels like to put some money into the market, and you know.
Yeah, I think that's a good approach. So when you talk about your nest egg, how much are we talking here?
Well, like I said, we have about 800,000 in
Okay,
savings,
so
right? And so
you're talking about that full amount.
well, not all of it. But yeah, I am, as far as our savings. Yeah. And you never know. You know how women are. You know, she might have a little something on the side.
Okay. Well, here's another point of discussion. You know, you are 16. You talk about some of your health issues. You know, as we get older, health expenses get to be more and more difficult. So, how do you feel about the next 5, 10, 15 years?
I feel amazing today. I'm sure I feel amazing tomorrow. I'm very optimistic about our future. I work out often, and I say health issues. They're minor, but the VA takes such good care of us there, you know. And again, don't mention this. It's just part of my argument, you know. I don't want to go to Davenport. Simple as that, you know.
Yeah, and I think it's something that you definitely need to talk to your wife about, and we'll have your discussion with her.
I think we'll do that. I'll sit down and we'll have an open conversation about this move. I don't think it would be something that would benefit us in the long run, though.
Yeah. Well,
And so maybe if she can.
I understand your feelings. Just your wife is the one that needs to understand your feelings, and the two of you have to come to some sort of decision wherever you go. I'm not going to be the one saying, "Hey, go to Davenport or stay, or do whatever else may be on the table." That's for the two of you to talk about, and I'd be more than willing to talk to the both of you.
Yeah,
at our
I think
next
that'll
meeting.
work. I think that'll work.
But I think it would also be a good idea to take another look at your health insurance to see if that coverage is suitable for you at this point, because you're at an age where even if you're in good health, it's something to really consider, because health expenses when we get older can tend to be pretty substantial, and that also goes along with the life insurance. There are some options that we can look into there that can also help protect you in case of anything.
Okay.
So, do you have any other questions?
I don't. I think I'm going to take the information that I got today, go back to the wife, sit down and kind of discuss what we talked about, and we'll set up a meeting, say in a few weeks or so. Is that okay?
Yeah, sounds great. Let's set up a meeting in 3 weeks. I'll have you talk to my assistant. We'll get you in an opening, and we'll go from there. Bring me some documents next time, some statements. That'd be great.
Okay.
And I would like you to come in with a list of anything else you'd like to talk about next time, and we can go over whatever you want.
All right.
Okay.
Nicholas, thank you very much.
It's great meeting you, Clancy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Take care. Say hi to the wife for me.
I sure will.